fuck the world up, man. What's up, world? John Horse here, man. We're gonna get into part three, part two, you know what I mean, of this Michael Jackson thing. Talk about his childhood. Like I said yesterday, I really wanted to back up on my last video, you know what I'm saying, and get in depth into the childhood because this is where it's most important at, you know what I'm saying? But I like to start off with, like I said, Catherine Jackson moving with her father and her sister to Gary, Indiana. It wasn't her mother. And like I said, she met Joe, who was a well-known fuck up, you know what I'm saying, as far as he couldn't get right, you know what I'm saying. She met Joe through Joe's mother working at the retail shop. And Catherine's dad knew Joe, but I don't think he liked it, Joe. So with that being said, you know what I mean, I believe he stayed a heavy figure throughout Catherine's life, especially when Joe went on the road with the Falcons and stuff. People got to understand these two moved to Gary, Indiana when they were just 18 and 19 years old. Back then, that was considered well to be grown because, like I said, a lot of kids was 12, 13, 14 when they was having babies because I don't think it was no cap on the age limit or something like that. But long story short, he divorced his well, I guess he got his marriage annulled or whatever and got with her, you know what I'm saying? And Catherine, a lot of people say in the movie that she had dreams of being a country singer and all that other stuff. No, she was a country singer and she was an actor. And I think she was signed to Steel Town Records, if I'm not mistaken. Her and Joe. This is how I think they got their 2-bedroom rent house. Because back then, like I said, that was considered a good house, you know what I'm saying, to move up. You understand? As far as everybody was living in the projects or in the black neighborhoods and stuff, like I said, they were well off. And they got help to be young, 18, 19 with this nice little house or whatever. But I believe they started to split apart around Tito. Because I believe Tito is not Catherine's son. I believe they split up. And to my belief, I'm thinking that Jermaine's father is his grandfather, aka Prince Albert Scrouse, Scrouse. And I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds off the wall, but trust me, man, you know what I'm saying, y'all let go of your morals and just listen to the story. But yeah. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, you got Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I don't think Joe knew it at this time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he came home to find out she was pregnant. Because a lot of times she get pregnant like right around the time when Joe go off on the road. So it was either Joe or somebody was comforting that pussy. Somebody was comforting that pussy while Joe was gone. You know what I'm saying? They try to make her seem like a old Christian Catholic woman or whatever. But like I said, man, people were getting down like it was Atlanta and Gary, Indiana. And she had a lot of kids. And me just doing a lot of research with old folks and everything, the women, they did their thing too. Just like the fathers, they did their things. They did their things too. Around this time, though, the fathers started stepping out and bringing kids home or not coming home. So the mother was left with most of the burden. This is why I believe she was the one who abused them kids. I got plenty of stories with my aunties and them that can tell you that their mama didn't play. You told them to do something, they throw a hot curling iron at you or something, you know what I'm saying? So when they say they love mother, I don't believe it's out of pure love. I believe it's out of love or fear of this woman, the power of this woman. Like I said, she converted all those kids to Jehovah's Witness. Joe didn't turn to a Jehovah's Witness. He stayed a Luciferian, which was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But if you know about Jewish studying, you know what I'm saying, and the Talmud, you know what I'm saying, and You know what I'm saying? You kind of how it relates to the Catholic religion and stuff, and how they don't look at everything how you supposedly look at it in the moral sense in the Christian fashion or whatever. They believe they do something bad that they can, you know what I'm saying, ask for forgiveness or, you know what I'm saying. So where we at, Jermaine? Yeah, but I feel like Jermaine, out of everybody, out of all the kids, he knew. You understand? Because he always wanted to be the button star. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he was supposed to be the button star. But where we at now? Marlon? We at Marlon. Marlon had a twin. Now I believe right around when Marlon was born, the March of Dimes was real heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about her having a baby with her father. You know what I'm saying? That she tried to, okay, let me, you know what I'm saying? Joe still wasn't around, but she found somebody else. And I believe Marlon is nowhere near a part of anybody in that family. He like the biggest fan of the Jackson family. He makes it obvious. But yeah, maybe some neighborhood dude. I'm not too sure. But Marlon, I don't think he's related to any of them in any kind of fashion. Then you have Latoya. Latoya, very special. She was very unique. I feel like she was supposed to be the button star. You know what I'm saying? Felt like she was supposed to be the button star. If I'm not mistaken, I think Michael came first. But yeah, Michael came, you know what I'm saying? And this was after Marlon and stuff. So I still think it was friction at home. I still think Joe was trying to figure out what he wanted to do in life. You understand? And you got Michael. And I think at this time, nope, not yet. But Michael, he was born, and Joe knew it was up. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Michael, like, okay. And Catherine, she seemed like she's the happiest with him, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Michael was a cash cow and all that other stuff, but I think Michael, like that's the child she wanted with that person who she was having children on the side with. That's the child she wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At that time, I'm believing when Michael was broke up because of his energy being so pure, I believe Joe and Catherine wasn't together at the time. And by Catherine being a Jehovah's Witness, her whole thing is building an institute, a front center. You know what I'm saying? This is what my family is, but it could be so much stuff going on in the background, which it was. But you'll never know it because these people, they build themselves off of lies and they let you believe what they want you to believe. But I can see clearly right through that shit. But yeah, where we at? Mike. So Mike get born. Then we have Latoya. I think, like I told you, I think Latoya was supposed to be the star. And then you got Janet. All them kids, I believe, like I said, because around this time, Joe, he had a side child. I think her name something Jackson, something Sophia, something like that. But anyway, he had a side child, and I believe it was okay because at this time, you know what I'm saying, the Jacksons was losing their little thrill or whatever. But and everybody with money, so they, you know what I mean, everybody off on new adventures type shit. Everybody going to see what the world is. But before we get there, like I said, with the kids, you know what I'm saying, them kids not being all Joe's, you know what I'm saying, and his mother building him on the structure and the institutional foundations that he believed in, is, you know what I'm saying, so he didn't leave Catherine, you know what I'm saying, once he got married, or she didn't believe in breaking up. So they were probably apart, but on paper they were married. And you can't do this because my mom and my daddy do it. I mean, they ain't been together for years, but my mama still carried my daddy's last name. But yeah. But before the Jacksons started, that's where we're gonna go back a little bit more. We done laid down the foundation of it. Now, like I said, you had Joe trying to get together with his group, the Falcons, trying to do his thing. Y'all seen it through the movie, and then you seen the Jackson 5, but they wasn't the Jackson 5 yet. It was just Tito, Jermaine, and Jackie. You know what I'm saying? Marlon wasn't even in it yet. You know what I'm saying? I think Marlon only got put in it because Catherine was so eager to put Mike in it. She was the one who said Mike got it and Mike this and that, you know what I'm saying? Because Joe wasn't even studying him. He was trying to get the band started with that group. But once, you know what I'm saying, she did get a nigga to Michael, you would think, okay, now Joe handling everything. I don't think that was the case. I think Catherine stayed the handler throughout the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? The person behind the mirror. Like I say, she did her studying and all that stuff, but lady had another side of her. I think those kids were terrified of her and still terrified of her today. You know what I'm saying? It was a comment that the Jacksons made jokingly and stuff. It was like, hey, how do you feel about touring? They say they love touring. But that it means the exact opposite. They hate touring. They hate it like a motherfucker. Mike will even tell you he hated that shit. But yeah. Only reason why I say this lady had another side to it because you don't approve of your kids performing in nightclubs and everything else. You know what I'm saying? She sold her kids out too to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Her and Joe, two aspiring musicians and one an actor, you know what I'm saying, trying to get up out of wherever they at, you know what I'm saying, using their kids. So they Motown, they get figured out, they found out about, I think it was with help of Steeltown Records, cause they used to record there and stuff. But they had done found a little Jackson 5 or whatever, and Berry Gordy took them in. But everybody was fond of Mike. You know what I'm saying? Reason why they was fun to Mike, because you got to understand, they getting into this music circle. This music circle is right up Catherine alley. Just a whole nother version taught of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get into what Catholicism is, Catholic stuff, Catholic theology, and how it bases down, you know what I'm saying? How they have sex with children and all kind of shit. So Michael was entrenched in some shit either way it go. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was from the Jewish, the Jehovah Witness studying, you know what I'm saying? You got to be this way, and it's basically some rules type shit. So, I mean, Mike, shit, he was a prisoner of his own success. You know what I'm saying? But I believe once he fell off in the Motown, you know what I'm saying? I believe it was a certain lot of people that just wanted to have their way, you know what I'm saying, with the boy. You know what I'm saying? They did. You know what I'm saying? And Mike, he knew how to keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? You go with Mike early interviews, the boy was way intelligent than what you think. He was mature beyond his years, knew how to conduct the interview, knew how to talk to grown people, knew how to hush his mouth. So with that being said, I believe a lot was going on in Mike's. You know what I'm saying? And Mike was being abused, touched, whatever, however you want to see it. And I believe his mother knew it. And when he tried to tell her, she said it was all right. You know what I mean? Ask for forgiveness, or even if Mike felt like he did something wrong. Even if Mike felt like he did something wrong. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Either way it go, stuff was happening and it wasn't supposed to be happening. But I believe Mike got fond of Diana Ross, and